Megan, you know you wrong for that. You know you wrong, Megan. You know you wrong. Sometimes we want that old thing back, but Megan, you're wrong for this. What's good, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Tammy. This is Tammy Talks. We are here to talk Love Island Games, Season 1, Episode 8. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, thumbs up the video, and as always, hop into the comments. Let's talk about this episode. So, episode starts off right where left off, and everybody done got pied and stuff. It looks like only Sally had the wherewithal to go clean herself up because she looks like she wasn't pied. Everybody else just got pie and lemon meringue and key lime just everywhere, right? So the guys are talking and the ladies are talking. Johnny said that Sally put out a diss track about him last year. Look at MC such and such. Okay, Sally Sales on the ones and twos. Does she rap, y'all, or does she sing? Sally put out a diss track. I don't know why that's so funny to me. I don't know why that is so funny, but she put out this diss track. He said pieing her was his get back. I don't have an issue with Johnny pieing her. It's a game. It's a competition. I feel like, especially in this type of competition, this type of game, you have to expect that he was gonna pie you. Did Sally really think that he wasn't? But okay. So Jessica is fuming, of course, because when isn't Jessica mad, right? So Jessica's fuming because she's saying that Johnny didn't tell her he was open. So she doesn't know why he wants to talk to Georgia. My question is, Jessica, did he ever tell you y'all were closed? I don't think he did because we pan over to the guys and Johnny is saying, I never told her I was close. They're not exclusive. I don't know what's going on with Jessica. We know, who was it? Was it Callum? Who was on her season? Somebody, or maybe they just watched her season, but somebody is like, she's super jealous, and we're seeing it live in color television. So Liberty tells Jessica, look, disappointed in getting pied, girl. I am too, Liberty. I was just as disappointed as you. Jessica says she did it because she voted for her. It's like, here's the thing. Jessica is nobody's friend, right? Here is another instance of her being two-faced, but whatever. Jessica is nobody's friend in there. And I feel like the quicker that Liberty understands that, the more maybe peaceful her experience will be. So Jessica's like, I'm sorry. But I feel like Jessica just says I'm sorry because she thinks that's what she's supposed to say. She never really and truly means it. So Liberty said, look, let's be done now. I ain't going to say it again. This is it. And I feel you, Liberty. I'm telling you, I would vote Jessica out every single chance I got. That girl is not your friend, and she's going to keep using you as a punching bag every time she gets. So Sally and EL are talking, and is that his name, EL? I hope y'all know who I mean. But Sally and EL are talking, and she's telling him that, she wants to kiss him outside of a challenge. They kiss. You can tell she was really into it because he was like done. And she was like leaning forward, trying to get a couple more pecks in. So I think Sally really likes him. I think she likes him more than she likes Toby. I do think she likes Toby, but I just think that she likes EL a little bit more. And it's because EL is actually showing that he likes her. Everybody, like, if you like somebody, you want to know that that person likes you back. And I feel like Toby and Sally have a very weird dynamic where it's like neither one of them want to show the other that they like them. It's very odd. Jessica and Johnny. If this ain't the epitome of toxic, I don't know what is. So Jessica says she's embarrassed because she didn't know he was open. Isn't it like an unspoken rule that everybody's open until you say you're closed? So Johnny then said that the proposal he thought would be safe for the person he's spending the most time with. I agree. That's why I asked y'all in the comments. I would think that the proposal is a little more intimate because you're going to kiss that person later anyways. So Jessica asks him, tell me right now if you still like Georgia. And it's like, girl, it's given aggressive. for no reason. He said, yes, I'm not going to close myself off to her. Jessica said that he should have told her he was open. It's like, Jessica, this is you're talking in a circle at this point. I don't even think Jessica believes half the stuff she says. I feel like Jessica wants to kind of get a rise out of Johnny so that he can tell her how much he likes her or how much he wants to be with her. It's almost as if she's like fishing for compliments. So he tells her he's sorry and now she's okay with it. And I'm just like, I don't want to see them no more. I don't want to see any more scenes of them talking because this is silly. Like, you get yourself all riled up and then you're fine just because he said sorry. The nigga that you can still see the widow's peak that he doesn't even, you know what? Okay, girl. So then we get Meghan and EL. Okay, so I guess the extent of their history is that the two of them dated for 10 days during their season. I guess they hooked up in the hideaway. And then, they either recoupled or just moved on. So they're up in Soul Ties talking. And Meghan said that she's worried about how set on her that Kira is. Kira came in, I set solely on Meghan, and Meghan entertained it, and that's where she is now. So Meghan feels kind of stuck. So she tells EL that I was a bit jealous when I saw the other girls snogging you, okay? Because, I pied you. Maybe I shouldn't have pied you because, maybe I want to kiss you too. And he was like, what? I'm not going to kiss you now. And I was with him like, girl, tuck your thirst in. My God, where is your shame? Who's sheesh? So he tells her, I just kissed Ellie. Okay? Just kiss Ellie. I'm not going to do this with you. Meghan asked not once, not twice, but thrice. Meghan asked this man 3 times. And I said, girl, it's giving pick me vibes. It's giving pick me vibes, Meghan. Go on somewhere with that. You're doing too much. Downstairs where everybody's getting ready for bed, Callum has his meat swinging and hanging. And I said, put it up. Put it up. Why are you out there bouncing yourself around like that in mixed company? Absolutely not, sir. So Sally and Toby are having this very tension-filled, awkward circle conversation because they were talking in circles where she's like, I haven't talked to you all day. He's like, yeah, you didn't talk to me. She's like, you didn't talk to me. Do you like me? Do you like me? I can't tell. And it's like, look, one of y'all is going to have to be the bigger person and put the foot forward. If both of you feel that you are so used to being pursued and having people come up to you, it's not going to work because both of y'all are giving alpha in when it comes to dating, and it's just not going to work. So Toby actually seems kind of irritated that Sally is not chasing him. That's what I think it is. I think Toby thought Sally was going to run up under him, run up behind him, and the fact that she's not, it's bothering him. It's bothering him. I want them to just decide to move on. You go forward with Georgia for now, and then you go forward with EL. If y'all, come back together, cool. But this passive aggressiveness that y'all have going, it's not gonna get y'all anywhere. Johnny is talking to Georgia the next morning. Jessica is big mad. So Johnny and Georgia are over there, nothing but eyes and teeth because they smiling so hard, showing all 32 of them. Meanwhile, Jessica is with Imani staring, watching the conversation. Jessica feels disrespected because he made her a smoothie that morning, but now he's talking to Georgia. Didn't he tell you he was going to talk to Georgia last night? Because if I heard it, you heard it. So Johnny is telling Georgia he doesn't want to just be friends with her. That's the disrespectful part. It's not the fact that he's talking to her because everybody puts to chat. It's the fact that you over there telling this woman, I don't want to be friends with you. So Johnny then talks to Jess. And actually she pulled him and she's like, you ain't talked to me all day. And he's like, I was going to talk to you. She says, when? He was like, I was going to pull you 5 minutes from now. I said, no, Jess, if you came spot out a bullshitter, I don't know what to tell you. But I'm sorry, but Johnny is not that charismatic to have you melting like this anytime he talks. This is ridiculous. So basically, she feels like an option. Y'all are not close though, sis. He told you this last night. This is literally the nature of the game. So I guess I don't understand why Jessica is so confused about this, right? So the nature of the game is y'all all be up in there talking and kissing and fucking. That's what y'all do. That's the show. So for you to be confused over why he's like talking to another woman after he told you he was going to is wild. So he tells her or asks her very condescendingly, "Are you mad I was talking to Georgia?" She says yes. He then tells her, "It's sexy how mad you are." This bitch starts blushing. I shouldn't have called her no bitch. That wasn't necessary. This heifer starts blushing. They end up kissing, and now she's just okay again. I don't want the toxicity. I don't want to see it. So then we get Justine. She is talking to Jack. They are hugged up out on one of the balconies. And it looks like she's getting ready to start to self-sabotage. So y'all know I didn't see her season, but apparently her feelings got hurt. She had a bad breakup. So she now feels that Jack is playing her, but it's giving self-sabotage because she just doesn't know she's in her own head. So she ends up talking to Ray, and she's like, I don't think, asking him how things are going with Imani. He likes Imani. He said things are going great. He can see them working outside of here. She's telling him that's good because she doesn't know if Jack is like in it for the long haul. She kind of feels like Jack might not want to pursue anything afterwards. She gets all emotional. She's crying. I said, girl, what happened? I'm gonna let her have it because we ain't really seen much about her anyways. So I'm gonna let you have your moment, but we gotta tighten up, sis. We gotta tighten up. So, and before y'all say it was a bad breakup, I get that. I get that, but I also feel like if Love Island triggers you this much, why come back on the show? That's all I'm saying. So now everybody's getting dressed for the backyard boogie, and they get a text. So they're going to be doing a competition. If you know, you know. So they think it's going to be a competition where I got to find out all these things about you and blah, blah, blah. So everybody is crash studying, right? They get downstairs, and Mara Higgins, who apparently was on another season, I Googled her. She was on, was it season 5? She don't really made something out of herself. She comes on and she gets right to the shits, okay? Because she was messy. So she said, I saw y'all, studying and cramming and all this other type of stuff. Pointless. We are going to be asking questions about what y'all are thinking in the moment. I said, woo, here we go. So the competition is going to determine who a power couple is. The bottom 2 couples will be vulnerable per usual. So they find out about the game, and then we get going. So Mara, they're asking all these pointless questions, what is your best attribute? What do you think is your best attribute? Whatever the case. So we get to a point where I forgot what the question was. Damn. It was something about who would you leave on red? Who would your partner leave on red in their phone? That's what it was. Sally said Meghan. EL said Meghan. Somehow we get to talking about being pied. And it was like, when is the last time you pied EL? Meghan said today. When is the last time that you pied Meghan? EL said yesterday during the challenge. And Mara was like, is that the last time? I said, wait a minute. Wait a minute, Mark. Wait a minute. So you've been in the back watching all the cameras and you came out with the mess. She needs to be the host because we need more of this. So He was like, I mean, yeah. She was like, oh, that's it. So EL is feeling the pressure, and he's like, okay, I guess we gonna get into it. Let's get into it. So he's like, well, we did have a conversation last night. She put me for a chat, and she asked me to kiss her. The way everybody was like, so everybody is going crazy because what? So he was like, and I told her no because I had just kissed Sally. So Sally, all she do was laugh at everything. That's crazy. Whoa. I know Sally is crazy, sis. Meanwhile, Kira, big mad, okay? If I wish that they did like graphics on here because we would have seen the smoke coming out her ears and the fire coming out of her eyes. Talk about somebody being big mad, as she should be. Like, that's disrespectful, right? So Kira said that she feels dumb because she, is trying to make a move on her ex, and here I am pouring everything I got into you. Meghan then sits up there and says with her chest, I was just being flirty. Girl, flirty my ass. You was trying to get some ass. You were not just being flirty. So Kira said that she's upset by it. Meghan said, girl, I told you that I've always been open. I said, you raggedy bitch. Why y'all be playing in these people's faces on here? I just kind of feel like, on one hand, you know what, if I'm gonna give it to Johnny, I'm gonna give it to Meghan. I'm gonna give it to, if I'm gonna give it to Jess, I'm gonna give it to Kira. On one hand, y'all are not exclusive Kira. On the other hand, Meghan, it don't look good for you to be out here talking about, I want to ask somebody else for a kiss. That's disrespectful. Who, Jesus. Some of y'all needs to be on Too Hot to Handle to cool y'all loins off. So they then get to the next question of who you have to write down who your partner thinks is faking their relationship. I took notes on this one. Georgia said Sally was faking her relationship with Toby. Toby said he thinks she was as well. Sally is upset. She said, I don't fake nothing but my orgasms. I was like, damn, Johnny, you can't. Okay. We then cut immediately to Sally crying in the confessional because her feelings are hurt. Because now Toby's just being an ass about it. Do I think that Sally was faking anything with him? I don't. I think that they both were just waiting for the other to like blatantly express some interest. Jessica and Johnny both say Meghan was faking. Justine said Johnny. Jack said Meghan. Kira said Callum, which is not in a relationship. Meghan said Johnny, Liberty said Meghan, Caleb said Johnny, Silly said Meghan, Ia said Meghan, Imani said Meghan, Ray said Meghan. Meghan is offended by this. That's what's crazy to me. So Meghan said, I'm the only one that's real here because I'm the one that's being open and honest by flirting. I'm not just playing it safe with somebody. I said, Meghan, go on somewhere with this backward ass line of thinking. You flirting and being conniving and trying to, push up on somebody else, that's not being open and honest. Being open and honest is you telling Kira, girl, I think we're getting a little too deep. I still want to be able to go and chat to some of the other guys. Meghan, don't try to do that. Don't want to sit there with your nose down, looking all sad and stuff. Girl, no ma'am. No ma'am. So then we get to the question of who would your partner want to send home? It was a resounding Johnny and Jess and Meghan and Kira. Of course, Jess is irritated. It's because you're getting on everybody's nerves, Jessica. That's really what it is. You're getting on everybody's nerves. So we go through this. We are now getting the order of how everybody scored. Some questions were 5 points, some were 50. It was very odd. 7th place, per usual, was Liberty and Callum. 6th place was Georgia and Toby. 5th was Kira and Meghan. 4th was Sally and El. 3rd was Ray and Imani. Second was Justine and Jack. And in first place was Johnny and Jessica because they got, I think, every single question correct. So now she's like, it's amazing how we know each other. It's not. It's not, girl. It's really not. But I also didn't like the fact that they were scratching off so much stuff throughout the crossing off names and stuff like that. So we're thinking that whoever came in first place was going to be the power couple. I did, at least. But no, your points now turn into coins. You are going to be able to go put your coins into who you think should go home. I said, didn't Johnny and Jessica get like 170 coins? So you're going to put your coins into whoever you think should go home. And then the couple that has the least amount of coins is the power couple. The two couples with the most coins are vulnerable. And another, did she say duel or duo, is going to come in to determine who goes home. I feel like the challenges are too complicated. I still say, why can't it just be a good old fashioned foot race? But let me know what you guys thought about this episode. Like, was Meghan wrong for trying to kiss EL? Was she or was she not? Let's talk about it down below. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace.